Hey everyone, happy Sentinels Tuesday, doing things the hard way for hopefully better results this time. We're getting closer and closer to Halloween, and the letters page is talking about incapacitation today, so I figured why not use a necromancer and some kind of Halloweenish heroes alongside him. So today's deck is Onaeus the Undying. He is a blood mage. This is actually somebody doing some world building in the world of Sentinels comics. His backstory is really long. I was just reading over it now. To sum it up, he and his friend Zenora, who exists as a variant for him, were friends with Gloomweaver before he was Gloomweaver. They were all doing magical rituals and stuff, and then Gloomweaver made a bunch of bad stuff for his things, and the two of them were like, we need to stop him, so that's why they have Night Mist Nemesis symbol. He is interesting in that he's a minion master, but he also has a token pool, and it's a limited token pool, as you can see on his card there. Your blood pool cannot exceed 10 tokens at any time. It's very interesting. When decks show up fully arted out of nowhere, it's always really exciting. There is still a little bit of discussion. He's gone through a little bit of revision since he first came out, but he's actually pretty fun to play. I like him already. He will be facing Distributed Hive Mind Swarm Eater, who might be a bad idea because I've never actually played against this variant before, but we'll see. Joining him in the fight are Deathcaller Argent Adept, which is one of the title-based hero variants made by B. Cessio. I can't remember if I've done any of the others before. I might have, but if I haven't, there you go. Gargoyle comes back because he needs another shot at things, and we've got the Harpy, and we're fighting in Champion Studios, which is my favorite of the new Oblivion environments. I have, for the record, paired up each of the Oblivion heroes with one of the Oblivion environments. I'll be doling those out over the next month. Swarm Eater starts with nothing in play. You just search the villain deck for converted biomass, absorb nanites, and remove them from the game. Whenever a villain target would deal damage to another target, redirect that damage to the hero target with the highest HP. When a villain target enters play, flip Swarm Eater's villain character card. So he's another villain who just has a pile of rules on the back of his card, flips back and forth to do that. Activate the absorb text of all cards beneath villain targets, treating Swarm Eater's name as the name of that target. Ignore all other game text on those cards and destroy them when that target leaves play. In the villain turn, if there are no nanomutants in play the top card of the villain deck. So we just start off with a card play in his slightly smaller deck. It is the Speed Aug, a nanomutant. So, target is entered play, let's see what happens when he flips. Colony upgrades. When Swarm Eater flips to the side, discard cards from the top of the villain deck until the target is discarded. Put the discarded target beneath the villain target that just entered play, then flip Swarm Eater's villain character card. The Aug gets a Speed Aug for an upgrade. Okay, that's interesting. So I'm just going to stack these on top of each other because he essentially gets his own absorbed text. End of the villain turn, there is a nanomutant in play. So the Speed Aug increases damage dealt by villain targets by 1 and increases damage dealt by Swarm Eater by 1. That's it. That's his entire turn. Let's see if we can do something about this. I'm going to start with an Arcane Cadence. 3 Arcane Cadences later, we get an Inspiring Super Tonic. So, his power is Deathcaller, destroy a target with 3 or fewer HP. Argent Adept may put the bottom card of their trash into play. That could just say you may put the bottom card of your trash into play, but we'll go ahead and do that. There's no targets to destroy, get an Inventive Preparation, and I'm really set up because I have all the Instrumental Conjurations and 2 Silver Shadows. My god, what a turn. Okay, Gargoyle, do something. Start with Your Strength is Mine. Play this card next to a target. You may destroy this card at any time. When this card is destroyed, reduce the next damage dealt by that target by 2 and increase the next damage dealt by Gargoyle by 2. And then I'll go ahead and Drain, give him a +1 and Swarm Eater a -1, and draw a card. Don't know if Swarm Eater is going to do a lot of damage, but we're set for it. We'll start with Calling the Flock. Search your deck or trash for the card Hugin and Moonin. Put it into play, shuffle your trash into your deck. Hugin and Moonin regains 5 HP. The Harpy deals each non-hero target 1 projectile damage. Hugin and Moonin says if there are 3 or more bird control tokens, increase projectile damage dealt by the Harpy by 1. End of your turn, either flip a control token or this card deals a target 2 projectile damage. So she'll just hit everything for 1. That's fine. Her power is Arcane Blast. The Harpy deals a target 2 infernal damage. So blast him for 2, draw a card, and I'll flip a control token so I can get that +1 damage. Okay, I have 1 card to play. So we'll start with Raise the Wall. This is a big brawny zombie. Undead limited. Whenever Onaeus would be dealt damage, you need to redirect that damage to this card. So it's a decoy projection, essentially. His power is Blood Siphon. Onaeus deals a target 2 infernal damage, then add 2 tokens to your blood pool. Go ahead and hit Swarm Eater and gain 2 tokens. And I can start doing neat stuff next time. Champion Studios. Jump Scare. When this card enters play, reveal the top 3 cards of the environment deck. Put any revealed antagonists into play, discard the other revealed cards. Okay, we got no antagonists. At the end of the environment turn, each hero character card deals itself 1 psychic damage, then shuffle this card in the environment trash into the environment deck. So everybody take, each hero character card. So he'll hit Wall, everybody else takes 1. Now he takes 2, unfortunately, and then this all goes back in the deck. Weird. Swarm Eater gets a Subterranean Aug. So we know what to do, we don't actually flip his card. That gets Fire Aug. Oh boy, that will have to be destroyed. End of the villain turn. Let's see. Start of the villain turn, put a random target from the villain trash into play. At the start of the villain turn, 2 players must discard a card. Okay, so that's all start of the villain turn. Nothing else is happening. We need to kill that Subterranog. Silver Shadow. I'm going to let Gargoyle play Dreamcatcher. Draw 2 cards. He kind of needs the card draw. Reduce the next damage dealt by Gargoyle by X, where X is up to 3. Gargoyle deals a target 1 toxic damage. That target takes damage this way. Gargoyle deals X other targets 2 toxic damage each. So, unfortunately, I can either deal a target 1 toxic damage or I can deal nothing. I'll go ahead and do that 1 to the Subterranog, because that's worth it. Silver Shadow. Eldritch Training will let Harpy play that. Flip a bird. You may destroy one of your cards. If you do, flip a control token. No thanks. Draw a card. You may use a power. She'll go ahead and hit that for 2. And then he can play a card. Instrumental Conjuration. Go figure. I'm going to get the harp, because I can use his base power, and that'll be awesome. Shuffle. Draw. So, Musarani's harp. One player may use a power. Argent Adept will use his base power and destroy a target with 3 or fewer HP. And then we put the bottom card of his trash into play, which is Drake's Pipes. Draw a card. Those arcane cadences were excellent because I've stacked the first 4 card plays I get off of his power. Essence Theft. Gargoyle may deal 3 targets 1 toxic damage each, or 1 target 3 melee damage. I will go ahead and hit him for 3. If any targets were dealt damage this way, Gargoyle gains hit point. And then, I've only got Drain, which is kind of a risky situation, but we're just gonna, if Swarm Eater ever deals damage, he's gonna have a bad time. Draw a card. That's cool. Lash of the Elements. Harpy deals up to X targets 1 lightning, fire, and cold damage each, where X is the number of arcane control tokens. And then she deals herself 1 infernal damage for each bird token. So that is 3 and 2. So 3 damage here, 3 damage here, because probably want to get rid of that eventually. Actually, we can leave it in play and Argent Adept can take care of it. And then she hits herself for 2, and then she hits Swarm Eater for 2, and I draw a card. I guess I'll play 6 feet under since I've got that. Remove 2 tokens from your blood pool. If you do, you may select a deck. Cards from that deck cannot be played until the start of your next turn. So remove 2 tokens and make it so that he cannot play cards. This is one of the couple cards that were like, yeah, it's a little overpowered, but that's fine. And then he'll go ahead and Blood Siphon, hit him for 2, gain 2 tokens. We can do that again next round. Champion Studios. Stunt Double. A Stunt Double. The first time any hero target would be dealt damage by a villain target each turn, you may redirect that damage to this card. If this card is reduced to 0 or fewer HP, each player discards 2 cards. We need to get rid of him before he takes too much damage. That being said, it's Swarm Eater's turn, and he does nothing. I like this. I am really down with Swarm Eater doing nothing. Okay, Alacritus Subdominant. Oh yeah, he should have healed. I'm going to go ahead and just use his base power, destroy that Nano Mutant, so the +1s go away, and then play the bottom card of his deck, which is a Vernal Sonata. And then I draw a card. Aha, okay, I'm going to play Mark for Execution. Each hero gains the following power. Gargoyle deals a target 2 toxic damage, and he may deal a second target 1 melee damage. I'll go ahead and use that with him, and he'll hit Swarm Eater for 3. Draw a card. Oh, you know what? I've been forgetting to use Hugin and Moon and throw 2 damage on him. I'll play Ancient Tome, and I'll use it. Reveal cards from the top of your deck until 2 ongoing cards are revealed. Put 1 in your hand, discard the other. If there are 3 or more arcane control tokens, you may play an ongoing. That'll be cool, because I have that many. Just put that on top of my deck, but whatever. Ooh, Harpy Hex. Magical Bequest. Discard that, and since I have enough tokens, I will play Harpy Hex. When this card enters play, the Harpy deals a target 1 infernal damage. Bink. Whenever you flip a control token, the Harpy deals a target 1 infernal damage. Draw a card, and let's see what I got. I'll just have them do damage at the end of her turn. Fantastic. Time for a Ghoul, 3 HP. Then if you turn this card, you may deal a target 1 infernal damage. If the target took damage this way, add a token to your blood pool. Ghouls are very important. So I'll go ahead and hit him for 2, gain 2 tokens, draw a card, and then the Ghoul hits him for 1, and I get 1 more token. Jump Scare, yeah, so I want to make sure that I don't leave any +1s lingering on Gargoyle. Okay, so those all get discarded, but they're all getting shuffled back in. It doesn't matter. Everybody hit yourself for 1 psychic damage. We can take it. Swarm Eater, follow the screams. Swarm Eater, aha, here we go. Swarm Eater deals the H non-character targets the lowest HP 4 irreducible projectile damage each. So that will end up beat up -2s. Takes out both ghouls. And hits him, and hits Hugin and Moonin. Now, Swarm Eater deals the hero target the highest HP 4 melee damage. Now we'll destroy this, +2 to Gargoyle, and he'll only hit Onaeus for 2. There are no Nano Mutants, so he plays another card. Hunting Grounds. Reduce damage dealt to Swarm Eater by environment targets by 1. Increase damage dealt by Swarm Eater to environment targets by 1. Whenever Swarm Eater destroys a target, play the top card of the environment deck. Silver Shadow. We'll let Gargoyle play Wither. Destroy an ongoing or environment card. Hey, look at that. Increase the next damage dealt by Gargoyle by 2. I should just give him a counter. I'll make it yellow. I can draw a card to play a card. I'll play Instrumental Conjuration. go after the Lyra. Draw a card. Alright, so Musarani's Harp, Inspiring Supertonic, Telemon's Lyra, Alacritus Dominant, which will let him play, I guess, the Sadistic Dissonant, and then Inventive Preparations. Somebody else can play a card. We'll have Onaeus play an Ongoing, and then he heals one. Draw a card. I think another Your Strength is Mine is a good idea. And then he'll go ahead and use Marked and do 2 damage and draw a card. Alright, Harpy. I'm going to play the Flock's Care. If there are 3 or more arcane control tokens, reduce damage dealt to the Harpy by non-hero targets by 1. After she's dealt damage by a non-hero target, if there are 3 or more bird control tokens, she deals that target 1 projectile damage, which will be 2 Arcane Blast for 2. Draw a card. And then I'll go ahead and flip a control token, which means she can deal a damage, and now she'll retaliate when she gets hit. Okay, Onaeus plays 6 feet under again. Just stop his card plays cold, because this is working pretty good. And then we'll use that card that I played earlier, Blood Moon. Remove 2 tokens from your blood pool. If you do, destroy an ongoing or environment card. 2 tokens, and we'll destroy the stunt double, get him out of harm's way, and draw a card. Props Department. Oh, this is fun and silly. At the end of the environment turn, reveal the top card of each hero deck in turn order. If the revealed card is a one-shot, play it, but prevent any damage on that card. If the revealed card is not a one-shot, discard it. So, we go in order. Vernal Sonata. Everybody heal 1. You may take a card from your trash and put it on top of your deck. I don't think I'm going to recycle 6 feet under because that just seems like cheating. It's a very easy card to use and abuse. I need to be smart about this. We're doing Vernal Sonata, so I need to put one-shots on top that won't matter if they don't do damage. So, Gargoyle gets Dreamcatcher. Gee, I wonder how he did that. Draw 2 cards. I'll reduce his next damage by 0. He deals a target 1 toxic damage, so that means he uses up that and deals no damage. Okay, well, I got 2 cards out of it, whatever. Harpy gets Eldritch Training. Flip Bird, which means I can do him a damage. I may destroy one of your cards. If I do to flip a control token, draw a card, I may use power. I'll hit him for 2. Onaeus is the one that we don't know, and it's equipment. Okay, that was fun. Swarm Eater does nothing. Urgent Adept's turn. Counterpoint Bulwark. Okay, Musarani's Harp, Inspiring Supertonic, Telemon's Lyra, Inspiring Supertonic, Mark for Execution, have him do 2 damage, and then I'm going to have Onaeus draw a card, and yeah, I could accompany Sadistic Dissonant, but I don't really need to. I guess he'll just heal no damage, because he's at full. Everybody's at full, because there hasn't been a lot of damage this game. Grim Herald. Gargoyle deals a target 3 toxic damage. One other player may discard a card. If they do, you may play a card or draw a card. Now, we'll go ahead and just discard one of these instruments, because that's not important, and he'll play Violent Assist. Once per turn, when Gargoyle would be dealt damage by another hero target, you may prevent that damage. If you do, increase the next damage dealt by Gargoyle by X, where X is the amount of damage prevented this way. This will be really fun with Harpy on the team. And then he'll go ahead and use Mark for Execution, hit him for 2, draw a card. Guess I'll do Lash of the Elements. I hit him for 1, 1, and 1, and then she hits herself for 4, and then I'll hit him for 2 and draw a card. Swarm Eater can play cards again. Zombie time. At the start of your turn, remove 1 token from your blood pool or destroy this card. Zombies and ghouls are very good to have out in tandem. End of your turn, this card deals a target 2 melee damage. So I'll go ahead and use his power, do 2 damage, gain 2 tokens, draw a card, and then the zombie hits him for 2. This is going to be a very short game at this rate. Love Interest. Oh, it's time. It's time for the Love Interest. How we're going to mark this. 2 bright pink player pawns. When this card is placed, select 2 hero character cards. The first time either of those heroes will be dealt damage by a non-hero target each turn, reduce that damage by 2. If damage is still dealt this way, the other hero deals itself 3 psychic damage. Okay, don't want Gargoyle to be in this, because that would be real bad. I think we're going to ship Onaeus and Argent Adept. That just seems like the right thing to do. And now we do the thing. Gets discarded. Absorb and Unleash. Gargoyle deals a hero target, no toxic damage. Gargoyle deals up to no targets, no toxic damage. Okay, that's unfortunate. Oh, I discard Applied Numerology, and I discard a Ghoul. Okay, and it's Swarm Eater's turn. Behind you, whenever a target enters play, Swarm Eater deals that target 1 melee damage. When this card is destroyed, play the top card of the villain deck. Well, that's going to be hard on the Ghouls, but I don't think I care. We're doing okay. Alright, Silver Shadow. I will have Harpy play Tenuous Focus. Flip a Arcane Control token. Ping, draw 2 cards. Reveal the top card of your deck. Either play it or discard it. If you discarded it, flip a bird control token. So it's tempting you with power of Applied Numerology, which I'm going to play because that's real good. He can draw a card or play a card. I'll just go ahead and play Shoes Bell. That gets me good and set up to do stuff. I don't actually need to play Musarani's Harp. So Telemon's Lyra, Inspiring Supertonic, Shoes Bell, and reduce damage dealt to Argent Adept and Onaeus by 1. He must protect his love interest. And then I will let Onaeus draw a card because he doesn't have a lot of variety in his hand right now, and that didn't help. And then I can let somebody play a card. Okay, we'll have Onaeus play Raise the Dead. Remove up to 4 tokens from your blood pool. For every 2 tokens removed this way, search your deck or trash for an undead card and put it into play. Search your deck, shuffle it. So we'll take 2 tokens and grab that ghoul that I discarded. And now we have a sustainable pair of undead. And that's his turn. Alright, and Swarm Eater hits that for 1. Okay, Gargoyle, Dreamcatcher. Draw 2 cards. Reduce his next damage by 0, deal a target 1 toxic damage. And then I'll deal him 2 damage and draw a card. It's too bad I can't use Marked for Execution to have him hit himself and set off Violent Assist, but I think it was designed that way. Play Swift Summoning. I'll apply Numerology if you're not familiar with it. The first time each hero target would be dealt damage by a hero target each turn, you may reduce that damage by 1. I won't if it's Gargoyle. Whenever you use a power in the Harpy's play area, you may increase it by 1 or reduce by 1 of the numerals in the text of that power. Swift Summoning says reveal the top card of 1 hero deck, play a card revealed this way, discard any other revealed cards. If 1 shot is played this way, flip an arcane control token. Boy, I got options now. I would like to be able to flip some bird tokens, but I think I got rid of the card that lets me do that. I'll just use Arcane Blast, increase the numeral by 1, and hit him for 3. Draw a card. Yes, that'll be very good. Okay, start of my turn, I remove a token to keep the zombie in play. Well, Decoy Relic. This is a very weird card that nobody actually likes. It's a relic, just a relic. If an equipment card would be destroyed, you may destroy this card instead. Okay, I'm going to use his power, deal 2, gain 2 tokens, draw a card, and then the zombie hits him for 2, and the ghoul hits him for 1, and I get 1 more token. Ooh, I got a neat thing. Champion Studios, Death Ray, antagonist. Yeah, I don't know why Manta Ray is now a slasher film killer, but there you go. Props department goes off. Vernal Sonata, Bloody Heal 1. She needs it, and the undead need it. Once again, I can put 1 shots on top of my deck and get the power. So, Gargoyle gets Dreamcatcher again. Go figure. Draw 2 cards. He deals no damage. That's fine. Harpy gets Eldritch Training. So I flip a bird, do a damage, can destroy a card to flip a control token. Kind of feel like maybe I should. I'm going to drop Swift Summoning, flip another token, do another damage, draw a card, and use a power, and just hit him for 3. Onaeus is once again the wild card. He gets the Book of the Undying again. Okay, end of the environment turn, this card deals the hero target with the lowest HP 3 melee damage. Whenever a deck is shuffled, this card deals the hero target with highest HP 1 lightning damage. Okay, so we'll have him take out the zombie. That way I can start building up tokens. Oh yeah, Swarm Eater hit him for 1. Updated priorities. Search the villain deck and trash for single-minded pursuit, put it into play. If you search the deck, shuffle the villain deck, play the top card of the villain deck. That goes next to the target with the lowest HP other than Swarm Eater. That is the ghoul. Increase damage dealt by Swarm Eater by 2. If the pursued target leaves play, destroy this card. I might just have to do that. Play the top card of the villain deck. Nanite Corruption. Reveal cards on top of the villain deck until 3 targets are revealed. Put those cards into play and discard the rest. Oh boy. So, Blade Aug. Swarm Eater hits it for 3. And it gets... oh wow, it gets the Stalker Aug as its upgrade. Subterran Aug. Swarm Eater hits it for 3. It gets a Blade Aug as its upgrade. Well, I'm probably doing this wrong. I probably should have done the first 3 and then upgraded them, but whatever. And then we get the Venom Aug, which is a big nasty one. Swarm Eater hits it for 3. It gets, almost all the way through the deck is what it gets. It gets a Jumper Aug. Okay, Swarm Eater deals the 4 targets other than itself with the lowest HP 2 projectile damage each. So that is, number 1, that's 4 projectile damage. Okay, takes out the Blade Aug. It takes out the Subterran Aug. And then it goes to hit the Ghoul, and I destroy your Strength is mine, which gives him +2 to his next damage, reduces his damage by 2, so he only hits it for 2, and then he hits Death Ray for 4. That was a very weird turn. So let's see what the Venom Aug actually does, because I think it might do things now. End of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 4 projectile damage. Any target dealt damage this way deals itself a toxic damage, and reduce damage dealt to this card by 1. Okay, so that hits the highest, which is Onaeus, for 4. He takes 2, which means, or he takes 1, which means Argent Adept hits himself for 2. And that's it. Okay, that was weird. Instrumental Conjuration. Oh, he shuffled his deck, which means that Death Ray hits the hero target with the highest for 1 lightning damage, and that is reduced to nothing. Fantastic. Musarani's Harp, Inspiring Supertonic, Telemon's Lyra, Inspiring Supertonic. No. Yes. Telemon's Lyra, Sadistic Dissonant. I will destroy Akpunku's Drum and the Venom Aug. Just done with it. So, somebody can play a card. How about some Eldritch Training? Flip the bird, do a damage, draw a card, use a power, deal 3 damage. And then he heals 2 and draws a card. Okay, Gargoyle has all the cards. Okay, Grim Herald. Gargoyle deals a target 5 toxic damage. I better just finish this off because he's not going to get to do anything really awesome. Have her discard a card. He can play a card. He will play Ultimatum. Destroy 3 hero ongoing or equipment cards belonging to other players. Gargoyle deals 1 target X toxic damage, where X is 3 times the number of cards destroyed this way. So that one, and that one, and that one, and he does 9 damage to Swarm Eater and takes him out. Okay, Gargoyle got a much better showing this time around. Onaeus did his part. He absolutely did his part. He just wasn't as flashy about it. So, let's take a look at Onaeus' deck. We did not see the Ceremonial Knife. Its equipment gives you the power to remove any number of tokens from your blood pool and deal 1 target X melee damage equal to the number of blood tokens removed. Very nice if you are good at building up tokens, because he can theoretically do 10 damage. It's pretty cool. Gore. Onaeus deals a target 5 infernal damage. Add X tokens to your blood pool where X equals the amount of damage done this way. You can do tons of damage with this card. Dark Harvest. Onaeus deals any number of targets 1 infernal damage, then add 1 token to your blood pool for each target damage this way. Friends on the other side. Draw 2 cards. You may remove up to 2 tokens from your blood pool. Draw X cards where X equals the number of tokens removed this way. Very useful for when you're running out of stuff. But and I want to point out, I don't know who did the art on this, whether it was the person who made this or whether he hired somebody, but that's really good art. I love that pose. And just, he's so angry. We haven't actually seen the Book of Undying. It kept getting discarded. Reduce damage dealt to undead targets by 1. Power is damage dealt by undead targets is increased by 1 until the start of your next turn. Very nice, very simple if you have a nice army out. And he's only got the 3 types of undead, the wall, the ghoul, and the zombie. But that's pretty much all you need. Lifeblood. Remove any number of tokens from your blood pool. 1 hero regains X HP where X equals the number of blood tokens removed this way. And I think that's it. So, yeah, he's a surprisingly straightforward character for all that he has a number of different mechanics going on. But, you know, he attacks and he can heal and he can do a little bit of self-support, and he's pretty good. He does have the 1 card that's a little overpowered. He does have the 1 card, the Decoy Relic, that's a little underpowered. But other than that, he's a good addition to this whole thing, and he comes in his own DLC, which I've forgotten the name of. Here it is, Sentinels of the Multiverse Custom Hero Onaeus the Undying. You can go look that up on Steam. As for Gargoyle, like I said, he got to finish things off in style, so that was much better than his last game. And I guess Distributed Hive Mind Swarm Eater is way, way easier than the original. But that's fine. I like winning. Winning is fun. So that's it for this one. Kind of Halloween-themed heroes this week. Next week will be a Halloween-themed villain. As always, Tabletop Simulator, the Reaver, Sentinels, and Cauldron DLC, and Kurzmodius' original hero, Onaeus the Undying, are not licensed graded in the game's products. Please support the official release, and flip.